Greetings, true believers, and welcome back to Spider-Man. And welcome to the final episode of the main game portion of the LP. This was originally supposed to be 2 more of these side quest videos, but I figured that I might as well just combine them so we can get this over with. So let's get it started. We are of course going to start with a whole bunch of these research missions, starting with this one.
Hey Pete, so this station monitors water pressure down to the individual building. Structures above 4 stories use water towers to augment the city's system. The idea is to identify problems before they spread, you know?
Whoa, the pressure in this building's all over the map. I need to find out why. The water towers connect to the city's system at the 4-story mark. I'll scan the pipes, try to see where this starts. Pipes are fine up here. Whatever's causing this, it's lower.
Right, so let's just go around back.
Here's the problem. Valve's at the wrong setting. Easy enough to fix. That shouldn't have happened. I better seal these fast before Jameson pins it on me.
Yeah, I think that's not gonna happen. I mean, he's gonna pin it on us anyway. But Spider-Man's being optimistic, bless his heart.
Got it.
So now we just have to web all of these water towers up. If we can ever hit it.
Duct tape. Got it. Last one. Those won't hold long. Pressure shouldn't be that high. Unless the drainage is blocked. I'll check the outlet pipe. The outlet pipe's down by the waterfront. I'll go see if anything's blocking it.
Way ahead of you, Spidey.
Hey, pal.
And I just totally newspaper Spider-Man that one.
Now I ask, how many other heroes fight crime and fix your shower? And now Oscorp can't deny Harry's station stopped a public utility meltdown.
The amazing Spider Plumber. Could have sworn that was a quip that he made in one of the other ones. One of the other research missions, but I'm not sure.
Good, but I can do better.
Just barely missed out on the gold medal there, but it does not matter. We'll have plenty of challenge tokens that we can get in the DLC as well, so...
Another low-information Spider fanboy tried to troll me, as the young people say, by claiming Spider-Man was providing a public service plugging leaks in water towers. Let me tell you why this itsy-bitsy-brained spider was climbing this particular water spout, people. Because he tampered with the water pressure system. He was seen earlier messing with a valve that only qualified workers are supposed to use. Wake up, America! Spider-Man creates the problems he then solves, then expects you to reward him with your adoration. The sad thing is, all too many do. Fortunately, you know better, thanks to me.
Okay then, now this looks interesting.
This is one of Mom's earliest projects. We were trying to develop a bacteria that would dissolve all the plastic in the oceans. But well, she ran out of time. Like, if you have any ideas, it would really mean a lot.
With some genetic tweaking, I might be able to crack it. But I need a better equipped lab. And the bacteria only lives in liquid environments. Wait, my web fluid. I can keep the bacteria alive in my web cartridge. ESU should have the chemicals I need to increase its power.
Right, so to ESU we go. Let's see if we can get there by just doing point launches. So far so good.
Oh man, the bacteria dissolved my web. It's in the cartridge for the webs I swing from. The other kind should be okay. Now I have to get to ESU without swinging from anything. The zipline webs seem fine. Well, I'm getting a heck of a workout.
Yeah, I was doing pretty well.
I don't know how long this bacteria stays viable. This is good practice for if my web shooters ever malfunction. You'd think these people never saw a guy jogging on walls. Okay, by law they have to dispose of their chemicals in these containers. Should be some stuff I can use.
Yeah, I was doing a pretty good job getting here without swinging, but...
Now I have to get to Dr. Octavius' lab to combine everything. I'll just take the subway, but the bacteria won't survive that long.
So, time for some more point launching.
Okay, now I just need to grab the bonding agent.
You do still have access to the lab even after you finish the main story. I don't remember if Peter has any lines about it. Now that is the thing that we were supposed to make for the Tombstone side quest, and I'm not entirely sure why that was even available at this point, because we already did that.
And now the industrial centrifuge that'll get the bacteria out of my web fluid so I can store it properly. Just need to isolate the bacteria. Beautiful. I think I improved the bacteria, but I can only tell for sure back at Harry's research station. Should have my web swinging back. Let's see. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, sweet web swinging. I'll never take you for granted again. I hope this works. I remember when Harry's mom started the project. It meant so much to them both. Where there's a web, there's a way.
Very clever, Spidey, very clever.
There's the testing receptacle, full of plastic. Let's see what happens. It's working. Not as fast as I'd hoped, but better than before. Probably needs further testing. It didn't get all the plastic, but it's a big step forward. Enough for Oscorp to keep working on it. They'd win the Nobel Prize. And it wouldn't hurt their stock price either.
So this one is actually kinda cool as well.
Hey, Pete. This station's one of my pet projects. I always thought the cellular network was vulnerable to terrorist attacks, so I set this up to monitor it. Can you do me a favor? Look for anything suspicious.
Uh-oh. It's not terrorists, but there's a glitch in the system that's causing interference. And if I don't fix it, it'll bring the whole network down. Right now, it's only affecting the most sensitive equipment, like mine. I need to stay outside the areas of interference while I fix the cell towers. There. I set my lenses to show me the danger zones. Gotta fix the cell towers before the whole city's comms go down.
So the areas of interference, they
The
go...
problem area fluctuates. I need to be ready for a sudden change.
Yes, thank you, I was just about to say that. Yeah, obviously we are going to want to avoid this. I mean, you can kinda spend a few seconds in it without getting killed, so that's okay.
One down, but I'll need to fix 3 more to solve the problem. Bet I can use those helicopters to swing. So much depends on cellular networks now. A crash would affect police, hospitals. It'd be as bad as a blackout. Gotta hurry. Soon the whole system's gonna go.
Okay, we're gonna have to wait for the right timing here, I think. Wait for it to come up and then start going back down. That was dumb. It's sometimes kind of hard to tell where the areas actually are.
Got it. The job's only halfway done. Oh man, I wish there was a way to fix this for everyone except people who use their phones in movie theaters. The problem's getting worse. I'm running out of time. Invisible walls closing in. I feel like a mime. Got that one fixed. Bought me some time, but I can't slow down. Can't waste a second. Getting to be a tight squeeze.
Alright, let's see if we can swing from this helicopter here. Hit the charge jump, and yeah, I think we got it.
Bam! Now New Yorkers can share their domestic disputes on the subway again. And emergency services are safe, which is, also important. If the network had crashed, it would have cost Oscorp a bundle to fix their comms. They'll want to keep this station up and running. Harry's project should be safe.
Honestly, I kinda think there are too many of these research station missions. They kinda start to blend together.
Hey, pal. This station tests particulate matter in the air. Now, you'd probably have some science jargony way to say this, but basically, too much is not good.
Readings are troubling but inconsistent. The only way I'll figure out what's going on is to test nearby emissions. But I've got other problems. The sampler's detecting toxic particles. Better check it out. That steam vent's a good place to start.
Probably would have been a better idea to spread these out a little bit across the entire LP.
It doesn't belong. Let's analyze it.
Sure, let's do that.
Mercury. Bonded with something else. I can't tell what. This obviously isn't confined to one building. A lot of people are at risk.
Right, well, we can see the pipe here, so we'll just follow that.
Let's see what a sample from this can tell me.
Great, let's do multiple of these puzzles in a row, that's always engaging.
Nitric acid in there too, but also something else. I'm on the right track. Just need to keep following the trail. This is more widespread than I thought. The whole neighborhood's in danger from this.
Well, that looks promising to some degree.
Phew. That stinks to high heaven. Time to
I
find out
know,
what's
I mean 3 of these puzzles in a row, come on.
Ethanol. Why is this sounding so familiar? Mercury with nitrogen and ethanol. Gotta get back on the trail.
Sounds delicious.
I'll alert the health department so they can check on the local residents. I think I found the problem. Caustic chemicals are leaking out of those barrels and into the plumbing. Need to clean up the site fast. Huh. The calcium and silicon in concrete makes it an ideal absorption material. Looks like I'll have to make a mess to fix this mess.
Was this place attacked by a bunch of Captain Planet villains or something?
Breathing this stuff in? Not good.
I'll keep that in mind. Having some minor issues getting up to the towers.
One down.
Come on. You're embarrassing me now.
That's it. Sealing the grate with webbing should stop any residual drainage.
For about an hour or so.
That could have been way worse. Harry's research station just proved why it needs to stay open.
Well, that's at least a little bit different.
Okay, Pete. This lab has feeders to lure in birds and analyze their droppings. Yeah, that's right. I got an MBA to test bird poop. Seriously though, you probably know that birds carry diseases that affect people, and we need to make sure they're healthy. You know, I really wish I was there to hear your finest toilet humor on this one.
Uh-oh. The pigeons are infected with a serious strain of avian flu, and it's already mutated to a form that can spread to humans. Okay, Harry's lab had everything I needed to make a vaccine. Gotta spread it fast, or the pigeons will be like rats with the bubonic plague. My best bet's dispersing it at 3 major migration points. Luckily, the station told me where they are. First migration point's in a park. Birds there should spread the vaccine to their buddies. Pigeons put up with me swinging through their territory, so I owe them a favor. I bet the Avengers never have bird poop missions. Here we go. The vaccine's airborne, so I'll just spray it into the trees.
This is a lot like the previous mission where we vaccinated the fish. So just hover around these spots on the minimap and press L1 to disperse the vaccine and off you go. If we can ever get there, that is.
Okay, 1 down, 2 to go. The spray won't bother people or other animals, but it'll cure the pigeons. Or trigger the zombie pigeon apocalypse.
That doesn't sound so bad. And just 1 area to go.
One more left. I wonder what Jameson will make of this. Spider-Man spreads chemtrails, seems like a good bet. I like helping animals. They don't call me a menace or shoot at me or anything.
Well, most of the time anyway.
Stretching things if I added veterinarian to my resume.
I mean, I guess the likes of the grizzly and the gibbon and those guys, I don't think they actually count as animals. But they would definitely call you a menace.
I better scan some pigeons to make sure.
And And we'll just finish up, and those people just fall down in solidarity.
It did it. No zombie pigeons.
Just look natural.
And all's well that ends well.
Huh. Nikola Tesla fed pigeons here. So did Harry's mom. I remember her bringing us. I wish I could tell Harry, but he's not answering calls, texts, anything.
That line would probably have been different if we had actually done this after the story, but it is what it is.
Friends, today we have a caller who's been a victim of what people call the corruption that infects otherwise law-abiding citizens, causing them to go on violent rampages. Police assure me these corrupted are not responsible for their actions, so I am not divulging my guest's name. Tell us, caller, what was it like?
Surreal. Like I was in a nightmare world, surrounded by monsters. Every dark impulse I ever had, anger, fear, hate, was ramped up and turned loose.
Terrifying. And I understand that while you were in the grip of this madness, Spider-Man beat you up.
Well, he stopped me hurting people.
By beating you up.
I mean, he used as little force as possible.
That sounds like a yes. There you have it, people. Spider-Man beats up the mentally ill.
Well, I mean, I guess technically speaking, some of these supervillains that Spider-Man beats up would be suffering from a mental illness of some sort. And also here is the final one of the research missions. This unlocks after you finish all of them.
This station analyzes thunderstorms and acts as a failsafe for the others. Now, they're all susceptible to lightning strikes, which would erase their data banks. If they're in danger, they'll automatically transfer their data to Oscorp's servers. Just make sure it works, okay, pal?
There's a storm threatening now. And the automatic transfer isn't working. No time to write code now. I'll have to manually link the research station data hubs. Then I need to go to the top of the Oscorp building and align their receivers. First data hub's right over my head.
A storm is threatening my very life today.
Got it. Now to make more links in the channel. Man, it's getting bad out here.
I do quite like this one, it has a great atmosphere.
Got it. Uh-oh. The receiver's energy is giving me a positive charge, which means I'm at a high risk for lightning strikes. My charge is increasing. I gotta move faster, I'll get zapped.
Yeah, so when one of those areas appear on the minimap, you have about 5 seconds to get out of the radius, or you'll get zapped. Which you probably don't need me to tell you, hurts like hell. It takes like 20 to 25% of your health. And that was pretty close. Maybe I should have worn the electrically insulated suit for this one. Of course it would not have done anything or had any effect, but it just would have been suitable.
One more down. Stop to celebrate.
Ow.
Costume's insulation can protect me a little, but I can't afford many hits.
Yeah, no kidding. It's actually a pretty good idea to constantly keep doing the aerial tricks while you're doing this mission, because by doing so you will earn extra focus, which you can use to heal yourself in the case you get hit. Right, so now we just get up the Oscorp building to finish things
Away
off.
from their satellites and toward each other.
Now this is kind of annoying because while you are on top of the Oscorp building, you will constantly have the lightning warning, so you have to kinda duck out constantly. It gets pretty frustrating, so I cut a lot of it out. But we're just about done.
That did it! And the spider spins a data web. All the research data is going to Oscorp's servers. Harry's work is safe. And I can finally get out of this weather.
That was a cool final research mission, I think.
Hey, Pete. In the for some good news?
Sure. I've already got plenty of the other kind.
I just posted a new article. Oscorp announced Harry's research stations are providing valuable data, so they're fully funding them.
You're kidding. That's great. I just wish we could tell Harry.
He hasn't returned my calls, which is weird. I know how important this is to him.
His mom would be so proud. He really stepped up for her.
You helped a little yourself, Tiger. You're a good friend.
So are you, MJ. And wherever Harry is, he knows that. Can't wait to read the article.
Yeah, so that call is of course different if you complete this after the main storyline because, well, you know what's going on with Harry and all that stuff, so... So yeah, that is it for the research missions. Now we just have to mop up some more of Taskmaster stuff, and then we'll be done.
Folks, I have received unsettling reports of Spider-Man in our public parks, where children play, apparently stalking pigeons. Yes, wild pigeons. You may wonder if he's gone insane. A perfectly valid question. But have you heard of the Goliath bird-eating spider? I'll spare you the gory details, but it's a spider big enough to devour birds. Now, Spider-Man sticks to walls like a spider. He jumps like a spider. What else does he do like a spider?
If they see me, the hostage is dead.
So yeah, we have a couple more of these stealth challenges to go. You know the deal. Take out all the enemies without getting noticed and save the hostage. Again, a lot of trial and error involved in these, at least there was for me.
Snoring now.
Now that is the hostage right there, but again, he will still be in danger at this point even though there is nobody actively pointing a gun at him. So if one of these guys notices us, we will fail.
You're in timeout.
I guess they might call their friends who are inside or something like that, I don't know. No reason to really try to make sense out of this kind of stuff.
Look sharp. You slackers better not ruin this test. Good night, Goon.
Just barely got the gold in that. But I mean it counts, so who cares?
Once again, a low-information member of Spider-Man's cult, sorry, fan club, wants to make him a saint. Sounds insane, but I always hear people out before passing judgment. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, well, Spider-Man has been all over this city, stopping crimes, large and small, helping people, doing good.
Wrong, wrong, wrong.
I thought you were gonna hear me out.
I've heard enough. Rational arguments are clearly lost on you, madam, but there may be hope for others out there, so let me go over it again. It is not helping when a vigilante leaps into the middle of a crime scene or emergency situation with no training, expertise, or public identity. What if he injures someone? Who holds him accountable? The answer, my friends, is me.
Yeah, good old Triple J starting to sound a little bit like a broken record at this point.
The hostage is dead.
And it gets even worse in the DLC, so look forward to that. Now this one is pretty easy, there's only like 7 guys you need to take care of, and you can just use items to take them out.
Look sharp. You slackers better not ruin this tale. You're just not very observant.
That looked a bit hairy, but we got it.
Not gonna lie, feeling pretty good about myself right now.
Yeah, these are pretty fun, I think, these stealth challenges.
If they see me, the hostage is dead.
Yes, we have established that. Thank you, Spider-Man. And I had the wrong item equipped and almost got noticed. But yeah, you remember in the main missions and in the hideouts, I tend to take these stealth sections kinda slow. And it's not always the most exciting thing ever, but here you kinda have to move.
Oh, they're so cute when they're sleeping.
And take some risks. So I'm not really a fan of the trial and error aspect of this, but in general these are some of my favorite Taskmaster challenges. And that guy totally had the danger icon above his head and I don't know how nobody noticed. But I'm not gonna complain.
Wish I'd done that well in school.
Just changing our loadout back to the combat style for no reason whatsoever.
If you know my moves, you know I'm gonna wreck you.
Surprise me, if you can. Watching you perform my challenges has taught me all your moves.
How about a refresher course? Can't block these incapacitated.
So yeah, round 2 with the Taskmaster. He's learned some new tricks of ours that he can use against us. Now if he actually beats you in this...
I noticed that when you were throwing my bombs.
You'll notice it again when I kick your face.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, if he actually beats you, you'll just have to redo one of his challenges.
I don't blame you.
You don't actually die or anything like that. He'll just tell you that you need more training.
You slow or just stupid.
I don't know if you were paid to kill me or recruit me, but I kinda suck at both.
You can do a job fast, or you can do it right.
And that subtitle did not match the line.
You got a photogenic energy sword? Stop trying to kill me so I can geek out.
So yeah, we're supposed to counterattack. We are meant to hit a perfect dodge and then just go get in his face. But as you're about to see, some of our perfect dodges are not actually working very well. Or like it doesn't whip him up and he does not get stunned.
I need to catch him off guard.
Now of course we did have some throwables that we could use here, but those are now gone, so we have to go with the counterattacks, and it's just not working right at the moment. Like there we clearly got the perfect dodge, but he did not get webbed, and I'm not sure why.
You can take this seriously, or you can die.
And again, yeah, I'm not sure. But eventually we do manage to take him down.
School's out, Taskmaster. Why are you stalking me?
An organization hired me to see if you're worth recruiting.
I'd rather be Jonah Jameson's foot masseur than work for anyone who'd hire you.
Your loss. They pay 6 figures. Guess some people just deserve to be poor.
6 figures? Nah.
I love that scene. But yeah, that was all of the content in the main game. Next time, it is time for the heist. I will see you then.